gonna have to put that whole password in to get a Hulu.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to put the whole password in to get Hulu.
What password?
The Hulu password.
You need it?
I have it.
Okay.
Don't you have it?
No, I don't have it.
I have it.
Just press it. I never asked for it anyway. If it's on, I see. If not on, then I watch something else. I never have it.
Okay.
Well, I see. Go and go. As I said.
So I took a medicine that a doctor prescribed me today, and I took it at work to work, and I probably should not have. And I got in one of the cars, and I realized it's probably not a good idea if I drive, and that's rare for me. And I know myself, and I was only 2 hours, like 2.5 more hours to go, right? But I took my bottle, and I never take my medicine to work. But for some reason, I took it today, one particular one. And I felt like I needed one because for something told me there was going to be a hectic day. But see, I'm new to this, and it's been a while since I worked, and I knew it was going to be hectic and blah blah blah. So I took one, and the next thing you know, I started feeling kind of dizzy, and I think it made me more nervous than it would have or should have. Than it should. I think it made me more anxious and more nervous than what it should have been doing. The opposite is what it did to me. And I told one of the bosses, I said, listen, I have to tell you something. This is what's going on. Hoping to God they don't say, well, it's not going to work out. Because I don't want them to think that I'm one of those people that, most people are on medication. They take medication. But I have to change my regimen, my daily regimen now, because I do have this job, and I know that I'll be fine. I just have to change my timing of when I take it, maybe like after work or even like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, and have a few hours that. But I'm just afraid to wake up groggy. So if anybody has any ideas on the best time to take that type of medicine, anxiety medicine, let me know. Especially if you're somebody who works a midday shift, because it has got me. Go ahead, each other. It has got me going insane, folks. And well, this really took the cake for me today. What happened today pissed me off because it's 2 hours of work that I lost. But I couldn't lie to them, because if something would have happened, I would have felt like shit and embarrassed. And especially if something would have happened to somebody, screw the vehicles. Not screw the vehicles, but when it comes to a person, yeah. Because I work with vehicles and people. And sometimes I'm behind the wheel. Not sometimes, a lot of the time, I'm behind the wheel of a vehicle. Some of them are big. All of them are fast. And electric and just nice newer cars, and I work with around. There's a lot of people where I work. A lot of tourists. A lot of people that work for Avis. A lot of people that work for my company that moves the cars to and from. It's kind of crazy. And sorry if it seems dark in here. Maybe that may be a little bit better. Thanks for the one like. I appreciate it. But hopefully that doesn't happen to me again. I know it won't happen to me again because I will never ever take my medicine to work with me, and if I do, I won't take my medicine to work. It'll only be there with me because I'll be going in between my friends or my mom's house. You know what I mean? Because my house is 21 minutes. Well, on a good day it'd be 21 minutes. But that's not the case. It always ends up being like 30 minutes. So I can't even imagine how it's going to be like on a weekday. I was lucky starting on weekdays, on a weekend, Tomorrow is going to be one crazy motherfucker being on those freeways. It's probably going to take double the time, 40 minutes. Whereas that's why I might go to my friends tomorrow in the afternoon. I don't know. Like early afternoon. That way when I'm ready to go to work, then I can just go at ease, knowing that I only have to take like a 7 or 10 minute drive because it's kind of by the airport where she lives, And now I'm yabbering away. I'm sorry. What's up with everybody? Nobody's saying anything. Hit that like button since you're watching. I see 2 people in here, but nobody's saying anything. I just kind of wanted to share my work experience today. How disappointed I am in myself. But I think I'm proud of myself for being really honest with my bosses. So now I'm kind of tired. My eyes are red. I feel itchy. The weather is just crazy. It went from being like cold and windy to rainy driplets to then to I feel like it's dusty. I feel like the change in the weather, the elements, they're getting to me. And if you can't hear it in my voice, I don't know what to tell you. But it's getting my voice, it's starting to get into my voice and my eyes, and it's itching. My nose is starting to itch. It's all the weather. My skin is like, they keep telling me I look hot. And that's because the sun has been on my skin for the past 2 days now for like 8 hours. The prime of the day here, the prime when the sun is the brightest here from 2 to 8. You know what I mean? So, but it's a pretty fun place to be, a pretty fun place to work. People are really cool. They fucking work their asses off, and they're so fast, and they're so in tune with what they do, and they're so dedicated. And it was everything that the ad said that it was going to be. So sometimes people, don't push opportunities away because you never know how good they're going to turn out to be or how bad they're going to turn out to be. Like a lot of other places probably would have given me the boot, you know what I mean? I may be on the chopping block, I hope not, but if that's the case, then that's the case. But I don't think I am. I was honest, and shit happens, I just I didn't think on that one, because I never thought of this medicine doing that to me, because it's never made me feel a certain way. You can ask Kit, you can ask anybody that knows me, you know what I mean? Hey NMK, what's up, girly girl? How you doing? How are you doing? What are you doing, NMK? I'm just sitting here talking, yapping about my day at work, my almost full day work. Had one of those days. I'd be getting off in 15 minutes. That's good. Oh, now they finally decided to play Netflix. Yeah, anyway, like I was saying, don't skip opportunities because you never know which way they're gonna direct you. And I don't know what this is gonna do or do for me, where this is gonna lead me. I don't have any idea. All I know is that I'm just going for it. You know what I mean? As much as it's taken out of me, it's a test, and I can't let it. And I can't let it anybody down, and I can't let myself down. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you right now, it's taking everything out of me. And then I freaked out, and I thought I was gonna need that. Hey, what's up, Mr. Freedom? I thought I was gonna need my medicine, when in reality it made me feel worse, and it made the situation worse because I had was driving. That's my job, driving vehicles, even just back and forth. We got to go up a big hill and around, and there's so many people, and they're tight corners and everything. And these new modernized cars where you press a little button, it goes beep beep beep. I feel like I'm in a freaking spaceship, and every time I get in one, I don't know how to start the motherfucking thing or turn it off. It doesn't let you go. You gotta be a fucking mind reader. You know what I mean? And of course, I can't drive the Teslas yet, but I don't really care. I don't really get to ride the electric vehicles, but they feel like they're all electric to me, but they're not. But they all just, it's ridiculous. It's just, or the big bodies, but they're letting me move along with shit pretty fast because I got to move a big body day. You know what a big body is? What they call the big bodies? They're like basically just big SUVs. That's all a big body is. It's not a fat person, it's a big body truck. Or sports cars, like I can't ride the badass Mustangs, the badass Camaros, or the badass anything badass. I can't ride. Hit the like button, Mr. Freedom, NMK. Oh yeah. Hit that like button, NMK, Mr. Freedom. You guys haven't hit that like button. I know you haven't even hit that like button, but you're watching me. That ain't cool. That's so not cool. Okay, one of you hit them. 2 for 2. 2 for Tuesday. Buy one, get one free. I decided to go live for just a little while. Look at that. Almost looks like it's part of my hair. That picture behind me, ain't it? Yeah, man. Work's work, though, You gotta do what you gotta do. And you told me about you working a lot this week. I just started with this that I've been doing. Yeah, but that's your car that you drive for you. I'm talking about what I do for work. I drive cars. BMWs are, I guess they're safe, if you want to call it that. Uh, so I figure I'd put in some time in YouTube too. It's a short life. It's going to be a short life. BMWs are German. Oh, yeah, that's right. They are. Germans are very good cars. Please raise your arms from time to time. I was just listening to the messages you left me. How many hours a day do I drive? All day long, back and forth, all day long. 8. I'd say I walk 8, and I I walk 8 and I walk 4 and I drive 4. So I'm always moving around or moving my feet. That's the way it is. I'm either walking or driving a car. I think it's fucking cool that they let me, yeah. It's treacherous, let me tell you, it's not easy starting the workforce again this late in life. But I'm not going to get all political or anything because I don't want to get violated by YouTube or anything, but I don't know. I got a lot of toilet paper, that's for sure. I made sure I bought a lot of toilet paper. I need to buy a lot more water. My aunt told me that they have toilet paper on sale at one of these stores here. So there's certain things that I need to buy. I think there's certain things we all need to buy, or make sure we buy it in the plenties. Unless somebody changes their mind on certain things, like tariffs. I was watching this video. Oh no, I'm not young. But, I mean, I'm not like freaking ancient or nothing like that, but there was this people talking, number of peoples, and they were leaving, number of peoples. They were telling stories about how they live at the port, by the port in Seattle, and that there's no ships coming in, and that what is boggling them the most is that because they know, and they're right there by the port where the ships come in, and that there's nobody there. There's no ships there. There's no ships coming in. That they were saying that, see this alley here? This is where I live, right? See, and the guy zoomed in, and he said that there's no ships coming in because of the tariffs, because they're not buying and trading and selling anymore. They're just shutting shit down. So they're not paying that much. They're not paying his tariffs. They're not giving in. So yeah, age is a number. I'm talking about something and you're talking about something else. But my number ain't that high. I know it seems like it may be, but it's not. I'm really not that old. I just act like I am. But anyway, as I was saying, better stock up on toilet paper, paper to write on, mustard, laundry soap. Who do you think? The person who did them, the person who signed them, Donald Trump. He's the one who's responsible for it. It was his idea. And I voted for him. But he's the one responsible for them. He's the only other person that I can think of. I mean, wouldn't you agree? That's a tough question. The answer to that question, yes. I certainly do. I most certainly do. I absolutely, most certainly regret voting for Donald J. Trump. It's an embarrassment. I feel like guilty for fucking voting for him. I feel fucking guilty. I feel so bad for that man that was deported. I feel so bad for all those people that were deported without due process. Well, thank you. Without due process, and the guy wasn't even a gang member. And that was Photoshop, MS-13, and it was the worst Photoshop ever. They don't even put tattoos like that on them. They don't even do that. That's a white boy would do it some like that. A white boy would put MS-13 all perfect like that in green, and the rest of the tattoos are all normal. You know, like yeah, maybe some tattoos they look like that he put one maybe when he was in the golpe, when he was in jail, and when he went what didn't do time somewhere else or whatever he may have did somewhere else or whatnot. But the dude was literally not a criminal, and he was a U.S. citizen, or he was in the process of it. Permanent resident or whatnot. But he didn't deserve to be treated like that and get sent to somewhere that he wasn't even from, because that's what they thought. Just like there's not that's just one. There's a couple others that we've just heard of, that I've just heard of, but I know that there's a lot more than that. I know this. And with that being said, with that and the tariffs, and he knows what it's doing us, and him letting Elon Musk, because that was his big boy kissing, suck dick boy, who he gave him all that money, and probably gave it to him in the ass too. And I voted for him again. But I can write pictures all day long of what they did with each other. And it's funny because they did it in the Oval Office, and then selling those Teslas in front of the White House like donkey boys. Do you feel the crunch off? Yeah, we're gonna feel it a lot more. Trust me. This is just the beginning. Hell yeah. With everything keeps doubling. It doubled. You think it was bad with Biden? Oh shit, that was nothing. He's always wearing that fucking stupid cap, so I gotta give him a cap. That's gonna be Elon. Let's give Donald Trump a hat too. Here we go. Spank it, baby. Spank it. Spank it. Spank it. Donald and Neiman fucking each other in the White House with all the little Teslas. See all the little Teslas, little cars? There's little Teslas, there's Donald Trump, and there's the White House in the top. I know it's bad writing, but see, they even got their little hats on. And I know you Canadians are sticking by the United States, so thank you for asking, because even you guys are laughing at us. And all the wood on that's what I'm afraid of. That's why I went and I bought a lot of toilet paper and MK, because of that. Us fucking America, we ain't gonna be wiping our asses for very long, this motherfucker. What do you think, man? This is crazy. I mean, we're not going to be wiping our ass. He's going to be wiping his ass. I know that, with probably nice quilted Charmin or Northern tissue. Nice soft butt. He fucking never sleeps. Surprised he probably does dope with the rest of us. You know what I mean? Man, we should all get together and have a festival and party together, I mean, he probably... Shit. Him and Joe probably party together. Who left the fucking dogs out? Just 4 years. Yeah, but he wants to change that. He wants to make it where he, is president for more than 4 years. He wants to be the king. He wants to be rule. Just like Elon Musk. You can't, if you're not perfect to him. The six-pack guy. Hello, the six-pack guy. What's up, man? How you doing? Sorry, we're talking a little bit political here. So if you get offended, I understand if you want to take off. Well, I hope he won't be able to, but when he's breaking all the laws and all the rules, I mean, what I mean, he's got he's deporting people without due process. I won't. You're nice. Oh, that's cool. He's deporting people that without due process. He's doing martial law, which is against the law. You don't use our military to fucking um on American soil basically deport American citizens. Is That's just that's crazy. And I'm from El Paso, Texas. That's where I was born and raised. And then I lived in San Diego. So go figure, right? You know, we're talking about hang on, I'm gonna pull the hair out. Two border towns, you know. And I have a bad accent, a Spanish accent, because I am from El Paso, Texas. You can't walk. There's a certain area where you can't walk. If you do walk around there, they got soldiers walking, an American soldier that can pull you over and ID you and shit. And at any given moment, they can just, if they see a tattoo on you and it looks gang affiliated, they're gonna deport you. Do you know that's true? Do you know that that's what's going on, people? Get it through your heads. And I voted for him. I'll say it again, because every time I see another person come in this room, I want them to know I voted for Donald Trump. That is the truth, NMX. That is the truth. And I bet you guys have lots of toilet paper in Canada. You're going to be fine. But here in about a week, we're going to be screwed out of toilet paper, out of anything made from wood, like newspaper, not newspaper, but like papers, like books, papers, notebooks, shit like this. See? Those are going to paper. Little Donald Trump, but they're gonna have lots of paper to write on. You know, he thinks he can change the world with a little Sharpie, and that ain't the case. And he's wasting a lot of paper with these fucking executive orders. Let me tell you that right now. Hey, what's up, Clint Cage? How you doing? What's up? Hi. I'm talking about just how I feel about what's going on right now with we're talking about NMK meet Clint Cage. He's really cool. He's another YouTuber. He does really good lives. He just talks about real life and stuff like that. He's a lot more patient than me and NMK. I got a little political on this for a minute. I started talking about work because I had to leave early because I made the big mistake of taking what's up, Fox? How you doing? I'm doing okay. I took a medicine at work and I probably shouldn't have. So I left just a little bit early. But I had to do live. I had to do a live for a while just to talk to everybody and say what was going on. And how are you doing? I'm gonna have to check out your last post, your last live, Clint Cage, because I saw that you did it. You said you were gonna do a 2-hour one, so I'll probably fall asleep to that. So, and changes. Oh, that's right. Okay, that's awesome. When is it gonna be done? Your novel. When are you gonna finish your novel? Come on, I'll go on live with you and MK. You just have to request me, but don't you need my email or something? Or my phone number for my text? Yeah. Oh no, you can do it a different way. Honestly, I have no idea when I'm going to finish it. I'm just writing at the moment. I'm still in rough draft. Right on. Okay. That's understandable. But at least you're giving us a taste of it. I don't know. I shouldn't listen to it because I'm one of those people that I want to know what's the end, or I'll try and predict the end myself. Yeah, and MK, if you know how to add, or ask me, I'll go live with you anytime. Okay, what's up, Roy Hitman 45? Hi, what's up? And thanks for stopping in, all of you guys, okay? Vegas. Las Vegas. 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 Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. What I know. Okay, thanks, NMK. Good night. Take care. Good night, sweetheart. Well, hey, no problem, my dear. It's what I do to support my. It's what I do. I got to support my channels. All right, man. Thank you, and thanks for stopping in and throwing me that like and showing some love and support. I appreciate it, Clint Gage. I so appreciate it. Thank you. Much love, sweetheart. But I actually, before you go, I want you to know that I think that you're super cool. You're super awesome to listen to, and you mean something when you talk. Your words mean something, and you have the perfect setting, and I don't want you to go anywhere. So I hope you heard me. All right. All right. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye, Clint Gage. All right, everybody. I was just going to get out of here. Probably should here. Because I want to play Amazing Grace by Mumford Sons, and I can't, because if I do, then I'll get thrown out. I'll get a violation. Violation. Been mistreated. When will I be loved? Do 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 do. Oh, she sucks. Do 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 do. Okay, you're always welcome, ma'am. You don't gotta call me ma'am. All right, everybody. Good night. Later. You must have a good night. By the way, have a good night. I've been cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? Boy, this party sure died out really quick. I don't think I did that right. But it'll hold it up. It'll hold it up. So anyway, it'll hold it up. Too much curliness up there. And I bet I can still sleep with it. And it still isn't even all up. Still gonna have to wash it again in the morning. Good night, fuckers.